had to run, find shelter under this, or behind this hut. My glasses literally flew off my face and tumbled down the road. Hello everyone, welcome to my little show and tell video about the outdoor painting event I just went to this past weekend. This event was organized by the Art Society of Inverness, who I believe are the biggest art society in the Highlands of Scotland, not 100% sure, but they do a lot of events. They do workshops and meetups like this and exhibitions, but this was my first time ever attending a public painting meetup type event, and I want to share it with you. This event was like a 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. event for 2 days, and it was in Findhorn, which is a beautiful little coastal town. But being a coastal town means that it is very exposed to the elements, and we had quite a challenge. The wind was 50 to 70 mile per hour gusts on Saturday and 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts on Sunday. No. Yeah. I consider myself a somewhat fair weather painter, meaning I tend to only go out in the nicer weather. I still go out when it's rainy and windy now and then, but this was the windiest I've ever painted in. I'll show you how things went day by day. For this event, there was a small fee, I think like 20 to 40 pounds, I can't remember, but it covered a group of us renting this building that we could use whenever we wanted on Saturday and Sunday. And it also had, we got some like coffees and teas and cakes and stuff like that. So that was really nice. And it was really good that we had the building because, I mean, the weather was insane and we had to constantly come and go. Oh, and if you saw my recent vlog, I was talking about all the supplies I wanted to bring, and I was like getting all nervous and excited, and I didn't know what I wanted to paint with, so I ended up bringing so many different things. I brought acrylics, I brought a bunch of different pochade boxes, I brought gouache, watercolor, markers, like 6 sketchbooks. Yeah, it was a lot. And guess what I ended up using the entire weekend? A teeny tiny pocket watercolor palette. It was so windy, I couldn't do my normal setup. I had my Etcher Slate Mini bag, which is like a shoulder bag that turns into a nice little table easel thing. I had that set up at one point and it kept almost flipping and blowing away. I had to use a bunch of rubber bands and clamps and like make sure everything was secure so it wouldn't blow away. We met up on Saturday morning around 9:30 or 10 a.m. We did a few little introductions and then we pretty much all just went off and did our thing. There was a small group of us on Saturday morning that left to go wander and explore and take photos in case we wanted to paint inside later, but like really just get a feel for the place. And then after a short amount of time, they all went off to the cafe and I decided I would go find a spot to paint because I just really wanted to get painting. I did manage to use a little bit of gouache on Saturday, but I used it more like watercolor. I painted this as fast as I possibly could. And then I went back to the hall that we had rented and painted a few, or sketched a few compositions that I thought I would go back and try to paint. So these are marker and Posca pen and black ink. I had no idea what to expect when I went into this event. Like, I kind of thought more of us would be painting together. Like, we would just wander to a spot and all set up and all paint similar things in that area. And like, that would have been cool because then, you know, you get to see how different people approach different subjects, and you see their kits and you just see them in action. And that's something that I was kind of looking forward to, but didn't really get that at all during the weekend because everyone was very independent, like, which I totally understand because the weather was such a challenge. Like, I think people were like, go out, sketch, run back to the house, or run back to the building and be like safe inside and paint some more inside. So the weather definitely proved to be more of a challenge, and I think it kind of tested everyone's limits. But I did get a little bit of a chance to wander with a few people and just kind of watch them work a little bit, and then I went off and did my thing. At the end of the day on Saturday, I got out my little watercolor kit and I did a few sketches right on the water. And mostly just trying to focus on capturing some of those summer colors and the moodiness, a bit of mixed media in there, a bit of drama. It was just a very chill way to end the day. But I was honestly completely drained after that first day. So I just got home from day one and my glasses broke. It was so windy that my glasses literally flew off my face and tumbled down the road. I was like running as fast as I could to chase them before a car ran over them. And this part just snapped right off. This part's also loose, so I have to get the frames replaced. But for now, I have some tape on there. Hopefully that'll hold tomorrow. It's supposed to be a little less windy. We'll see. Sunday was a little bit easier, I think, because it wasn't quite as windy and I kind of knew what to expect. So on Sunday, I took it easier. On Saturday, I had been dragging around all of my supplies, just like unsure what I was going to use. But Sunday, I only took my backpack and I pretty much knew I was only going to use my tiny little watercolor kit. So I guess that mentality helped calm me down and I just felt like at ease the whole day. Sunday morning after I arrived, kind of chatted with some people, and this one other artist, Ruth, and I wandered around to the beach. There's like this long stretch of beach covered in dunes and really brightly colored beach huts. And that was the one thing I knew I wanted to paint at some point in the weekend because I knew it was there. So that was what I tackled first thing on Sunday, just so I knew I would have that painting. And it was the moodiest part of the day as well. I could see the rain clouds coming towards me over the North Sea, and I was just like, here it comes. And then the sun would come out for a few minutes, and then it would be back to rain. It was just so crazy and constantly changing. So I managed this top painting before it started raining on me, but I wanted to capture that really intense, moody sky and the colors. And then the sun came out and I was like, well, the sun is here and the dunes look so pretty in the sun. So I decided to do this little painting. had to run and find shelter under this, or behind this hut, because rain clouds. And then the rain came back and I had to run away. So finished that one as fast as I could. I wandered back to the hall and had lunch and just hung out with some people and just kind of wandered around to see what everyone was up to. At that point, I had a couple more hours to go, and I was like, I'm not gonna just sit around inside the whole time. So I attempted one more painting outside. It wasn't quite rainy, but it had gotten colder and windier again. So I only managed one little painting, but I was really attracted to those bright colored buoys on the water. And then I went back inside because I was feeling quite chilled. I think at that point it got more humid or something, and the cold, wet wind just had like gone through me. So yeah, at that point I was like, okay, I'm done painting outside. It's 2 p.m. The artist is coming to critique us at 3 p.m. I have an hour. What am I gonna do? I took a bunch of photos when I was there, and you know, obviously I had been walking around and I felt like I had a good sense of the place. So I did this final painting inside. I was definitely leaning it more towards like a happy, sunny day. I did try to capture a bit of that mood. I think I was painting what I wanted it to be like, which, you know, whatever, it's fine. I can kind of be a bit shy or reserved, and I prefer to listen more than talk. Even though you guys like see me in my videos and I'm always talking, but that's because it's just me and the camera. Yeah, I just prefer to listen and learn. But the weather really kind of invigorated me and got my energy up, and maybe it was the adrenaline. And I found myself feeling at ease when I was talking to everyone. Everyone was very friendly too, so obviously that helps. There was no one that was like, you know, stuck up or elitist or, you know, looking down at anybody. Everyone was so welcoming and friendly, and we all talked about supplies and different ways of painting. It was just really great to be in that kind of environment. And then at the end of the day on Sunday, we had our little group critique, which was very casual. There was no hurt feelings or crying or anything dramatic. It was very nice. Like, the artist, Kenneth, he came through, or we kind of went down in the row and we just showed what we worked on, and we talked a little bit about our process, and we talked about things we want to improve upon. And
Look, there's so much going on in that sketch. Yeah, this one.
It was a spectacular drawing. Yeah.
First thing this weekend.
He was really great at kind of like pinpointing one or two things that you could focus on, or just giving that like fresh perspective. It kind of felt like mostly we were just kind of getting a pat on the back and like of encouragement. But it was fun, and I liked that side of it because it was also a chance to like see up close everything that everyone did that weekend. So would I call this event a success? Yes. Despite breaking my glasses, and by the way, I also cracked my phone screen protector. Luckily it's just the screen protector and not the phone, but I still have to replace that. 140 pounds to get new glasses frames, and however much more for a new screen protector. And I can honestly say this was the most expensive event I've attended. I'm just kidding. It was really fun, and I hope to attend more in the future. I'm gonna try to see if I can organize one closer to me, like over on this side of Maury County, this side of the coast. There's so much beauty over here on the coast that I think it's worth people coming here, but it's harder to convince people to come farther, I guess. Anyways, it was fun, and I'm really glad I got to share some of it with you all. Of course, let me know if you have any questions. I'll sip my coffee while you give the video a thumbs up. Okay, and yeah, if you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe before you go. I think I may also do a little blog post sharing all the paintings I did, like scans of the paintings and a little photo of my setup and some screenshots of the different setups I had at the event. But otherwise, I will see you all again soon for another video, and I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's it. Bye!